ಹೋಗಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಓದಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಿತ್ರವಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ, ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಯಾವನ್ರಿ ಅವನು ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಬರೆದವನಂತ. ಅಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಿತ್ರವಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಎಂತೆಂತ ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಮಾನವ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಅಂತಂದು. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ರು ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಮಾತಾಡಕತ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಶ್ರೀಧರ್ ರಾವ್ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಅಟ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಪಿಡ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಮಾನವ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಗೆ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಇದೆ, ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಅಂತಂದು. ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾಗಿದೆ ಅದು ಕಾಯ್ದೆ. ಇದು ಅದೇ ಥರದ್ದು ಒಂದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಲಾ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 96 January 1st, 1996. The Act prohibits determination and disclosure of sex of fetus. Okay, it prohibits advertisements. Any person contravening the provision of Act is imprisoned or is put to penalty. But what the Act actually does, the Act regulates and controls techniques of sex determination, not access to abortion. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ PNDT ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಹತ್ಯೆಗೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಬಾರ್ಷನ್ಗೂ ಈ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಗೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ, ಇದೇನಿದು ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ, ಡಯಾಗ್ನೋಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್, ಆಮ್ನಿಯೋಸೆಂಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಅದು ಇದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್. That's all and nothing beyond that. It does not concern itself with the selective abortion of female, but it is concerned with the procedures to detect the sex of the fetus. ಆ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಲೆಜರ್ ಇಡಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏನಿದೆ. Otherwise there is nothing big in this legislation, and it is a war. That amendment also was possible because of a judgment of the Supreme Court wherein that Sabu Varghese, Sehat, his name is Sabu Varghese. They fought a battle. That's how the act was amended, and now somebody else has to fight a battle. So with that, a quick conclusion. Female feticide is definitely in violation of all possible human rights, all conceivable human rights. It denies the girl the most basic of the rights, that is right to be born. It turns women into silent victims. That woman who is compelled to undergo abortion because the pregnancy is a female will suffer, it is stated, till the end of her life because she has lost her offspring. A society that respects human rights should totally desist these practices of female feticide. The real crux of the matter is the legal framework should provide a level playing field for men and women. There is another question. Is there a country in the world wherein male feticide is there? There is no question of male feticide because the field is not equally conducive for both. It is more conducive to the man than women. When there is level playing field for men and women, definitely there will be an equal demand for male feticide also. That's why legislations in certain of the fields like property, education, economic empowerment, political empowerment, etc. are to be implemented. Then that will be attacking the problem of discrimination. Otherwise laws cannot help so much. Okay, the plan of action must attack the foundation of discrimination and not the peripheries. There is a very nice statement of Swami Agnivesh. He has said sometimes while he was speaking on female feticide, he said, there is no other form of violence than this, which is more painful, more abhorrent, more shameful. See, what else? There are so many. There is another statement by a Christian missionary. He says, if you want to tackle this, if you want to attack this problem, you have to attack this problem in the mind, in the mindset. Right from there, the exercise should begin. So that is the human rights dimension. That is also a growing concern with human rights. Mother is also a person with human rights. An appropriate balance, somebody to argue for the child, whether it should be policy or something else, is left to the ruling government of that particular time. It should be very difficult to listen to in the afternoon, and it should be very difficult to speak also. Somehow together we have lived through the session. It is very nice on the part of Karnataka Institute for Law and Parliamentary Reforms and also MES Law College, Sirsi, to provide me an opportunity to share few of my thoughts with learned people like you. I thank all of you for the patient hearing. Thank you very much.
May I invite for questions, if any? I think the two questions have already been answered. So if there are any further questions, please feel free.
Before we conclude this last session, I would like to call upon the dais Professor H.T. Arore for a vote of thanks. All the delegates present here are requested to please give their delegate response which have been placed inside the seminar kit before the leave.
Niresh Budhimar for his chairman remark. We are also thankful to Dr. C.S. Patil, Principal, University Law College, Dharwad, for his knowledgeable presentation. We are also thankful to all of you for kind hearing. Thank you.
Two of the delegates present here from STM College, Honnavar, to express his opinion about this one-day national seminar on female foeticide and gender.
Ladies and gentlemen before me, I have heard almost all the resource persons here. I have gone through the papers. I have heard their knowledgeable lectures. Female foeticide is all the while we are hearing in our country. Now only an instrument of law. No. Otherwise, one day the law will be passed that all of us should be turned in the form of dharmajas, that no one should tell lie. Will it be possible? No. The question remains, after hearing almost all the papers and almost all the learned persons here, that it becomes beyond that any sort of law. Once upon a time our Rajagopal has said that there are a number of litigations in our country because of number of legislations today. That is the only result. No, let me frankly admit my opinion, if I am wrong, please excuse me, that ultimately we have to agree. Ultimately, that any law which is not backed by public opinion is just like a coin which is no longer in operation. We can't help in this direction. Only don't blame me that I am pessimistic. No, I am not pessimistic. I am optimistic. Time alone can decide. Time alone can decide. This right to equality, for example, we are fighting for the equality of women for longer period, and we are fighting for 33% of reservation in the parliament. I didn't do. So the thing remains that the preservation of females and the preservation of gender balance will be there only when there is change of heart, only when there is change of feelings, only when there is a creative public opinion that females are as good as men. Only when the society is going to change the attitude towards women, then only this female foeticide will be successful. I am sure that I can't blame the doctors, I can't blame the lecturers because of private tuitions, I can't blame any person. It has become the way of life. We can't blame anybody. The society will have to be blamed ultimately. So let us hope that the time will decide. Let us hope, because law will not help, because for that fact, section 17, if I remember, even the section 17 fraud, you can go through example. The legislature has described the circumstances under which it will amount to fraud. Lastly, the clause is added, any other act fitted to deceive. Because they were also thinking that our mind is so fertile.
Come from me, from us. What I mean to say, the need of the hour is the attitudinal change. And let us struggle for that, try for that. It is very primarily told in literature, in philosophy, in medical science, that the right to live on this earth is there with the smallest of the being also. And in the light of this, even the fetus is an inheritor of this earth. So we cannot deny this right. Let us struggle. Let us try to reach out this matter to as many as possible. I thank the MES Law College, the Kilpar Association for giving me this opportunity, and for you all dignitaries and delegates giving a patient hearing. Thank you.
Today, on this one-day national seminar on female foeticide and gender imbalance measure, Kilpar, Bangalore, we also have our respected Principal J.R. Talgeri and Shri Pramath Adig, Lecturer, MES Law College, on the dais. I also request, on the occasion of this International Women Day, I request Srimati Saraswati J. Talgeri to take the seat on the dais.
निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं गुणातीतमानं चिदानन्दरूपं चिराभासकं सर्वगं ज्ञानगम्यं मुनितेयमाकाशरूपं परेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं जगत्कारणं कारणाज्ञानरूपं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम अजं रूपम निराकारमेकं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णम्.
We had enough discussions and knowledge to ensure the safe birth of female fetus. If we think for a while, if we change the subject like this, female birth, gender balance, medico-legal achievements, I am sure if you change the subject like this, our director will certainly give us aid to conduct one more seminar. I don't want to stretch further. Straightway, I take this opportunity to welcome the president of today's function, our friend, guide, philosopher, a knowledgeable personality, Shri G. Dakshinamurti, the first director of Karnataka Institute for Law and Parliamentary Reform. On behalf of the President and members of the Modern Education Society, Sirsi, and staff and students of our college. I also welcome the chief guest of today's function, Ramchandra Poddar, the civil judge senior division Sirsi, well-wisher of our institution. I welcome on behalf of you all. I also welcome the guest of honor of today's function, our Honorary General Secretary, NUS Society Sirsi, on behalf of the President and members of the Modern Education Society Sirsi. I also welcome Mr. Pramad Adik. He has taken a lot of pains to organize this seminar. I welcome him on behalf of the staff and students of our college. Today I had a rare privilege of welcoming Srimati Saraswati Talgeri on behalf of you all. I am really happy today. My friends, professors serving in University Law College, Dharwad, and also some of my friends are here as resource persons. I am very much thankful to them and I welcome on behalf of you all. I also welcome the delegates and those who are present here. I am sure the necessity, the need of the hour is the objectives of this seminar will be well served. I am sure if we all unite together, the delegates especially will have to spread the knowledge. And I am sure if you spread the knowledge in the community, you all to do something to check this female feticide. Thank you very much.
Division Sirsi. I request to garland and present a memento to the guest, Shri S.G. Hegde Urtot, Honorable General Secretary, NUS Society, Sirsi. I request G. Dakshinamurti to present a garland to our principal, Shri J.R. Talgeri, NUS Law College, Sirsi. this International Women's Day, on behalf of all women fraternity, we have a special privilege to honor Shrimati Saraswati J. Talgeri, who are present with us. So I request G. Dakshinamurthy, Director of Kilpar, to honor Shrimati Saraswati J. Talgeri on this special occasion. I also request the Director of Kilpar to garland and present a memento to Shri Pramat Adig, the coordinator of this complete national seminar and lecturer of MES Law College, Sirsi. Thank you, Shri G. Dakshinamurthy, Director, Kilpar, Bangalore. Now, to Shri G. Dakshinamurthy, Director, Kilpar, Bangalore. Thank you, sir.
Director Kilpar, Bangalore, the President of this valedictory function. Sri S.G. Hegde, the guest of honor of this valedictory function. Honorable Principal, Sri Talgeri of this Law College, Mrs. Talgeri, Mr. Adig, the coordinator of this seminar, distinguished invitees, delegates, learned resource persons, ladies and gentlemen. Before